The Purple Heart. Physical versus psychological injuries. The Purple Heart is a United States military decoration awarded in the name of the President to those wounded or killed while serving with U.S. military on April 5, 1917. It is the oldest military award still given to the U.S. military members. The Purple Heart's origins trace back to the badge military merits established by General George Washington on August 7, 1782. This badge was awarded for any singularly meritorious actions and was intended to encourage gallantry and fidelity among soldiers. The award was revived on February 22, 1932, the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The new design, created by Elizabeth Weil, features a purple heart-shaped medal with a bronze profile of George Washington and the inscription for military merits on the reverse. Initially, the Purple Heart was awarded for both wounds received in action and meritorious performance of duty. However, since World War II, it has been awarded exclusively for wounds received in action. The Purple Heart remains a symbol of sacrifice and bravery, honoring those who have been wounded or killed in service of their country. James Garner, the famous actor known for his role in the Rockford Files and Mavericks, received the Purple Hearts for injuries sustained during the Korean War. Interestingly, animals have also been awarded the Purple Heart. For example, Sergeant Stubby, a dog who served in World War I. Why should the Purple Heart be reserved for physical injuries only? The Purple Heart was originally established to recognize soldiers who were physically wounded in combat. This tradition dates back to its origins with a badge of military merits, which was awarded for acts of bravery and physical sacrifice. Maintaining the award of physical injuries preserves the historical consistency and the intent of the Purple Heart. Physical injuries are often more straightforward to identify and document. This clarity ensures that the award process is objective and consistent. Psychological injuries, while serious and deserve of recognitions, can be more subjective and hard to qualify. This can lead to inconsistency in how the award is given. The Purple Heart serves as a symbol of the physical sacrifice made by soldiers in combat, often life-threatening risks faced by service members. Psychological injuries should be recognized and validated, but through different awards or forms of recognition that specifically address the unique nature of these injuries. Creating or utilizing other awards for psychological injuries ensures that all types of sacrifices are honored properly without compromising the integrity of the Purple Heart. Dedicated support. Psychological injuries require dedicated support and recognitions. By creating specific awards or programs for the injuries, the military can better address unique needs and challenges faced by those with psychological wounds. Separate recognitions can help raise awareness and direct resources toward the treatment and support of psychological injuries, ensuring that these issues receive the attention they deserve. This medal can be awarded for exceptional service and dedication, including the management and overcoming of psychological injuries. One criteria should be the recognition of outstanding performance and resilience in the face of psychological challenges. While traditionally awarded for active participation in ground combat, it can be adapted to recognize those who have endured significant psychological stress due to combat situations. So they should acknowledge the mental and emotional problems of combat situations. There are alternative forms of recognition specifically designed to honor and support those who have sustained psychological injuries. It can be a dedicated medal specifically to recognize psychological injuries and efforts to overcome them, awarded to service members who have shown courage and resilience in dealing with mental health issues. Several countries have implemented alternative forms of recognitions and support for psychological injuries. The Australian Defence Force has a comprehensive mental health and well-being strategy that includes recognition and support for psychological injuries. These strategies aims to provide holistic care and reduce the stigma associated with mental health issues. The US, the Department of Veteran Affairs, offers various programs and awards to recognize and support veterans with psychological injuries. These examples highlight the global recognition of the importance of addressing psychological injuries and providing appropriate support and recognition for those affected. Peer recognition programs can promote courage and perseverance of individuals who faced and managed psychological injuries. Resilience Award can be a medal where peers award their companions. Peer recognition programs where peers can nominate and recognize each other for their struggles and achievement in managing psychological injuries, encourages a supportive community and acknowledge the efforts of individuals from within their own ranks. Formal certificates that acknowledge the psychological challenges faced and efforts made to overcome them. I would like to conclude my presentation emphasizing the importance of maintaining the integrity and clarity of the Purple Heart. Maintaining the integrity and value of Purple Hearts is crucial for several reasons. Firstly, it preserves the historical significance and original intent of the award, which was established to honor those who have sustained physical injuries in combat. This ensures the recognitions remain consistent and meaningful for recipients and their families. Secondly, it upholds the objective criteria for awarding the Purple Heart, avoiding the complexities and subjectivity that can arise with psychological injuries. By doing so, the award continues to symbolize the tangible sacrifice made by service members. Lastly, maintaining this distinction allows for the development of specialized recognition and support system for psychological injuries, ensuring that all forms of sacrifice are appropriately acknowledged and addressed without diluting the specific honor associated with the Purple Heart. This approach fosters a comprehensive and respectful recognition of all service-related injuries. One thing we can do is raising awareness through campaigns that highlight the importance of mental health and recognize who has contributed to raising awareness or supporting others. One criteria can include public recognitions, award commendation for contributions to mental health advocacy. This form of recognition can help ensure that psychological injuries are acknowledged and validated, providing the necessary support and appreciation for those who face these challenges.